rifle. I built this rifle. This wasn't something that I bought, or I should say that I assembled parts. But this is stuff from PSA and Anderson Manufacturing, and with a couple higher end upgrade type ish things. I had all this built back in December and ordered back in December. So if I don't quite remember the prices on everything, I apologize. But I did want something to compare the Colt to. I wanted something a little more budget friendly, something that was a little bit more obtainium than a $1,500 M4A1 Colt. So I decided to build this, and I took a full year off from buying anything from PSA after the AK ordeal, and you can go watch those videos if you'd like. But since then, this year, well, not this year, but last year, the end of last year, I had bought this and a PSA dagger, and both I have been thrilled with. Now, I assembled this, and there is some higher quality parts in here, and I use my own QC because I know what I'm doing, I think, when it comes to building ARs. Or I should say assembling. I did not assemble the upper. That came pre-assembled from PSA. So let's get into this. First thing I will say is this is a lot lighter than the Colt. This is one of PSA's premium uppers. It's the FN Cold Hammer Forge barrel, and if you do go PSA, that is, I suggest spending a little bit extra money and getting the FN Cold Hammer Forge barrel, because Cold Hammer Forge barrels are really good. They're amazing. The lower that I used is a Anderson Manufacturing, and the lower parts kit is PSA. Obviously, I did not order a kit, actually. I ordered everything separate because I did not want a bolt, because that is the micro best bolt that I did a video on. Not the primary arms, that's the actual micro best. It has the phosphated extractor in it. And I went out, I put about 400 to 500 rounds through it, and it shot pretty flawlessly, as to be expected. I put, I just put the Magpul stuff on. I have a Vickers sling. I use these slings on just about everything. This BCM charging handle, another reason why I didn't order a kit was because I had this BCM gunfighter charging handle laying around. I did have a bolt laying around, but then I had the primary arms bolt, but then I decided to get a true micro best bolt, and because I wanted to do a comparison, and I just threw the micro best bolt in here instead. I also didn't want to get a kit because as you can see, there's a different fire control group in there, and I had a Spikes T1 buffer laying around, and I had a Spring Coast buffer spring laying around. So this is a ALG. I can't remember exactly what ALG trigger this is, but it's an ALG trigger. It's the higher grade one that has the Teflon coated and stuff in it. So I think it's the combat trigger or something like that. Anyways, so that's why I didn't want to get a kit from them, because I wanted to build a rifle using a lot of PSA parts that were going to be somewhat cheap, and also be able to put my own stuff that I have in it, and just stuff that I know is quality in it, to make a good fighting rifle. And this, in my opinion, is a good fighting rifle. I even double staked the castle nut there and there. After I torqued it on there, you have to stake your castle nut. If you're building a rifle, you have to stake your castle nut. If not, it will come loose. I got a primary arms micro prism. These are like my new favorite optics. I have 2 of these so far. And honestly, when I look through this, I feel like I'm looking through an ACOG. That's just how nice, and I feel like these are very clear optics, and they're a lot lighter. The reason that this is a tan is because the tan was on sale. I think I got this for like $275, something stupid like that on Optics Planet. And then I'm running a Streamlight ProTac flashlight on here, weapon mounted light. And I had a Magpul AFG, but because I didn't want to run the tail switch on this, the tape switch on this, it wasn't allowing me when I had my hand wrapped around it to be able to actuate the pressure pad on the back. So I switched to just the normal vertical grip, and that way I can put my hand around it, and when I need to, I can come off of it with my thumb and actuate the light. This is a 1,000 lumen flashlight. And then I just have a Magpul, obviously a Magpul MOE handguard. I did not go with a free-floated PSA anything, and I probably would not. My issue with the free-floating is if you're going budget, this does not stand. If you buy BCM or Daniel Defense or something like that, then you don't have to worry about this. But the cheaper options for the gas block, I just worry that they don't dimple the barrel right, and I worry about the gas system, the gas block coming loose. So with it being cross-pinned in here, you don't have to worry about it coming loose. I know there's people on the internet, they come loose. No, they don't. I've never seen a first-hand account, like a video of the gas block actually, the pins actually walking out. And that's why the majority of the military just sticks with this A-frame here, because it's cross-pinned in and it's not coming loose. So if you're going to buy a budget fighting rifle, I suggest you get something with a cross-pin gas block. If you're going to step up in BCM or Daniel Defense or Colt, then don't worry about it. BCM does not cross-pin their gas blocks, but I've never heard of one coming loose, so whatever they do, they do it good. I believe Daniel Defense, and I know Colt uses the low-profile gas blocks. It's basically the A-frame with the top cut off, and it is cross-pinned in. And that's what I would prefer. If I was going to buy a free-float tube, it would have to be basically this with the top cut off and it cross-pinned in. Also, this is a mid-length. I don't know if I said that, but the other thing that I like about the mid-length is I do have bayonets, and bayonets will fit on here with the mid-length. It's the correct barrel length on the outside. So just running the standard A2 flash hider, that's what came with it. And then that's basically it. Like I said, it shot pretty good. I absolutely love these primary arms, 3X prisms. So let's see here once. I did shoot some groups. I'll share those with you. So this is 100 yards. I guess we'll just go ahead and fold it like that. It's easier to see. This is 100 yards. It's an 1.5 inch group at 100 yards with the 3X. I believe this was 55 grain ammunition. And then, let's see, I think I have 2 here. Or maybe it's just the one. Okay, I just have the one target. All right. Anyways, that's about as good as the Colt does. Actually, that is as good as the Colt does. So, with the FM barrel, I mean, obviously I have, it's not like a super upgrade trigger, but it is a little bit better, a little bit more polished. So you can get better accuracy than that, but that's just what I can do with it not being non-free floated. So with this being a Colt Hammer Forged barrel, I'd like to shoot this a lot. My shooting has slowed down, but hopefully we'll get some more rounds through it. And I always have some footage of me shooting. So, but we're gonna do a comparison video on this, compare it to the Colt, and we're gonna do a video on, like, build versus buy, what you should do. And things like that. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you're looking at buying a cheaper AR15, and you're wondering about PSA, I do like PSA. I mean, I'll just put that out there. I got a little irritated with them with the whole AK crap, but I got over that. Obviously, it's hard to stay mad at PSA because of the prices. But, oh, one more thing I did want to go over is this, how I have this sling attached. So apparently Magpul's been coming out with some new stuff here the last year or so. And one of the new things they came out with was this MOE, or this M-Lock side sling swivel here, which is absolutely awesome. I got rid of the bottom one, and I don't like it on the bottom, but the Colt, and there's some other off-brand ones that go here that my Colt has, but those are a pain in the ass to put in. So this here, a Magpul makes this. I forget what they call it, but it's like a, I think it's just the Magpul M-Lock sling swivel. So if you're interested in a side sling swivel and you have the M-Lock attachments, look at Magpul instead of spending the $100 for the Colt or a couple other ones that go here. So, but I thought that was cool. I think it's cool. Magpul's been coming out with some new stuff. They came out with Safety Selector 2, and they're coming out with a clear mag now, like a translucent mag. And that's not out yet, but it's supposed to be coming out. So that's kind of cool, I suppose. Anyways, guys, have a good day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.